Personally, I would not recommend visiting Jufen on a rainy day. It's a little frustrating to open, close, umbrella, non-stop in the oval. Crowding of tourists, I am one of them. Long.
幸福汤也是吧？或者幸福汤。哇！
Jufan is one of Taiwan's most famous tourist destinations, attracting visitors from around the world with its charming old streets, traditional tea houses, mountain scenery, and nostalgic atmosphere. Before my trip, I had seen many beautiful photographs of Jufan online. Most of the pictures showed glowing lanterns hanging along narrow alleyways, visitors leisurely strolling through the streets, and stunning views of the mountains and the sea.
真的有闻到一点。
These images created an impression of a peaceful and magical place that
要去客人去 order
seemed
不要
frozen
等
in
了。
time. Naturally, I was excited to visit and experience the unique
我要
charm
喝
of
水，
Jufan
你
for
们也要换
myself.
军？
Dark clouds covered the sky and light rain began falling as we traveled toward
你们也换
Jufan.
军？
As our vehicle climbed the winding mountain roads, the rain gradually became heavier. By the time we arrived at the tourist spot, the streets were already wet and crowded with visitors carrying
你
umbrellas
要一
and
个冬瓜茶
raincoats.，
那冬瓜柠檬，对。
The first thing I noticed was that Jufan looked very different
我
from the
可以不
photographs
要
I
再
had
放汤
seen.
吗？
While the lanterns and traditional buildings were still beautiful, the rainy weather completely changed the atmosphere. The mountain views were hidden behind thick mist, and the distant scenery was barely visible. Instead of bright and vibrant colors, everything appeared gray and damp. Water dripped from rooftops and flowed along the stone pathways.
你报 Q 一下是。
Although the rain added a certain romantic quality to the old town, it also created several inconveniences that affected our overall experience.
这个特
Based
豆
on
腐
my
这
visit,
炖的，
I
他
would
讲
not
不错。
recommend
这
traveling
个好
to
像是
Jufan on a rainy day that can be
我们
avoided.
冬瓜柠檬。
One reason is that not all of the streets and walkways are sheltered. Many visitors may assume that the narrow alleys provide sufficient cover, but this is not always the case. Some sections are exposed to the weather, requiring visitors to walk through the rain.
是吗？
As a result, people constantly open and close their umbrellas while moving from one area to another. Since Jufan streets are already quite narrow, hundreds of visitors carrying umbrellas made the pathways feel even more crowded.
来，对。
People frequently bumped into one another as they tried to navigate through the alleys. It was difficult to move smoothly without accidentally brushing against someone else's
你没有买
umbrella.
给他们的小孩子。
As we entered the main street, the crowd became even denser. Jufan is a popular destination throughout the year, and despite the rain, there were still large numbers of tourists.
我不要，我吃过。
The narrow pathways were packed with visitors, moving in both directions. Some people stopped suddenly to take photographs, while others queued outside famous food stalls and souvenir shops. The combination of rain, umbrellas, and crowds created a rather chaotic environment. Instead of feeling relaxed and excited, I gradually began to feel uncomfortable. Walking became slow and tiring because there was very little personal space. At certain points, the crowd was so dense that everyone moved at the same pace, almost like a slow-moving river of people. There was no opportunity to stop and appreciate the surroundings properly because doing so would block others behind us. Despite these challenges, there were still some enjoyable aspects of the visit. The traditional architecture remained fascinating to observe. The old buildings, with their wooden structures and red lanterns, gave the town a distinctive character that could not be found elsewhere. Food is another major reason why people visit Jufan. The town is famous for its diverse range of traditional Taiwanese snacks and desserts. Throughout the old street, visitors encounter countless food stalls offering local specialties. The aroma of freshly prepared food fills the air, creating a lively and appetizing atmosphere. Among the popular offerings are taro balls, fish balls, peanut ice cream rolls, sweet potato products, herbal cakes, and various seafood dishes. Many stalls prepare food directly in front of customers, allowing visitors to watch the cooking process. The combination of sights, sounds, and smells contributes to the vibrant energy of the town. However, due to the rain and crowds, we did not spend as much time sampling food as we had originally. Long queues formed outside many famous stalls, and finding a comfortable place to eat was not always easy. While we did try a few local snacks, we ultimately focused more on completing our walk through the town. Shopping is another popular activity in Jufan. Numerous shops sell souvenirs, handicrafts, tea products, clothing, artwork, and local specialties. Many of these stores occupy small spaces packed with interesting items. Browsing through them can be enjoyable, especially for visitors seeking unique gifts or keepsakes. As we continued walking through, I became increasingly aware of the contrast between expectation and reality. The photographs I had seen before the trip often portrayed a tranquil and romantic destination. In reality, Jufan felt energetic, crowded, and sometimes chaotic. While this did not necessarily diminish its cultural significance or beauty, it did affect the overall experience. Without rain, the streets would have been easier to navigate, the views would have been clearer, and the atmosphere might have felt more relaxed. The absence of umbrellas alone would have made a noticeable difference in crowd movement. Nevertheless, our visit was not without positive memories.
What you buy? What you buy at the shop?
The architecture remained fascinating. The lanterns created beautiful visual scenes, and the historical atmosphere was genuinely captivating.
The beer, the glass bottle. I think like too heavy, I forget it. I'm Googling. Okay.
Walking through Jufan felt like stepping into a different era.
You see this one?
The combination of mountain scenery, traditional buildings, and cultural heritage created an environment unlike any other destination I had visited. Eventually, we completed our walk through the main sections of Jufan. Although we technically explored the town, I felt that we had not truly experienced everything it had to offer. Many side streets remained unexplored, several tea houses were left unvisited, and numerous food stalls were passed without stopping. The weather and crowds had encouraged us to keep moving rather than lingering. Looking back on the experience, I believe Jufan remains a destination worth visiting. Its historical significance, architectural beauty, cultural heritage, and unique atmosphere make it one of Taiwan's most distinctive locations. However, timing can greatly influence the quality of the visit.
Why not moving? Not moving.
Choosing a day with clear weather would allow visitors to fully appreciate the stunning mountain and ocean views while exploring the town at a more comfortable pace. In conclusion, Jufan is a remarkable mountain town that offers visitors a fascinating glimpse into Taiwan's history and culture. From its origins as a gold mining settlement to its present status as a world-famous tourist destination. The town's narrow alleyways, traditional buildings, red lanterns, tea houses, local food, and scenic surroundings combine to create a truly memorable destination. Though our visit was affected by rain, crowds, and occasional frustration, we still gained an appreciation for the town's distinctive charm.
No.
While we did not explore every corner of Jufan, the experience provided valuable memories and a deeper understanding of one of Taiwan's most iconic attractions. Should I return in the future, I would certainly choose a sunny day and allow more time to fully discover everything that this extraordinary mountain town has to offer. And also, we decided to skip Shifan as well for their famous sky lantern experience due to the rain.